is the number of seconds required to travel d1 feet at r1 feet per second greater than the number of seconds required to travel d2 feet at r2 feet per second. So the time is calculated by taking the distance divided by the speed. So here the question is asking, is d1 over r1 greater than d2 over r2? So we have this question which needs to be answered in the form of either yes or no. Now let's look at the first statement. The first statement says that d1 is 30 greater than d2, but here there is no relationship between r1 and r2 given, therefore not sufficient to answer the question. And now let's go to the second statement. A option and D option can be crossed off. Now the second option says that R1 is 30 greater than R2. So once again, there is no relationship between D1 and D2. Therefore, second statement is clearly not sufficient to answer the question. So B option is also out. Now we have to combine the two statements and see. After combining the two statements, now we understand that D1 is 30 plus D2 and R1 is 30 plus R2. Now that means D1 over R1 can be equal to 30 plus D2 over 30 plus R2. Now the question stem becomes, is D2 plus 30 over R2 plus 30 greater than D2 over R2? Then here we need to understand one basic principle of ratios, that here we cannot be judgmental because there are two scenarios. And let me quickly write down the two scenarios. If A upon B is greater than 1 and C also is positive, then A plus C over B plus C will not be greater than A over B. Let's quickly verify. For example, if I take A by B as, let's say, 3 by 2. So 3 plus 1 over 2 plus 1. Is it greater than 3 over 2? So this becomes 4 over 3, which is 1.33, and this is 1.5. So it is not greater. So that's case number 1. And case number 2 is, if A by B is less than 1, and we have to ensure that A, B and C, all three of them are positive, and C is greater than 0, then A plus C over B plus C, that means adding the same constant amount in numerator and denominator, makes the resultant fraction greater than A by B. Let's take the example once again. Let's assume that A by B is 2 over 3. Then 2 plus 1 over 3 plus 1 becomes 3 over 4, and that is greater than 2 over 3, because 2 over 3 is 0.66 while 3 by 4 is 0.75. So the rule is applicable. We can find out whether conclusion will be greater than the previous fraction only if we knew whether A upon B is greater than 1 or less than 1. But here, do we know whether D2 over R2 is greater than 1 or less than 1? The answer is no, we do not know about this. And for that reason, even after combining the two, we are inconclusive, and we say that even after combining the two statements, the information is not sufficient to answer the question, and answer to the question becomes option E. So here the ratio rule is something that's really good, important takeaway from this question, and I hope I made the sense of it, what I wanted to communicate. D2 plus 30 over R2 plus 30 may be greater than D2 over R2 or maybe less than D2 over R2, depending upon the value of D2 over R2, whether it's greater than 1 or less than 1. Thank you so much for watching this video.